Have you been thinking about starting a teaching business and just keep putting it off? I've been there. We've all been there many times. We all know the right moment for starting something like a business doesn't just magically appear or happen. So, what helps some people take action while others put it off perpetually? It's not about earning $10,000 a month, believe me, or jumping in and just quitting your job and going all in. It's not even about a 1% improvement mindset month over month. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact roadmap you can take for the next 12 months to not only start your business, but build a reliable foundation to succeed far into the future. I'm Andrew, and if you're new here, I'm part of Learn Your English. We're a company dedicated to helping language teachers escape the precarity of our industry by generating their own income. If you're a language teacher who's sick and tired of low pay, unstable work conditions, precarity, inconsistent contracts and work, and you'd like to earn more without giving up your teaching career, then we're happy you're here and this video might help you. Before we dive in, please take a moment to like the video. It definitely helps other teachers like you find these videos and find the tips that we have within them. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on future videos that will definitely help you build your teaching career as an entrepreneur. Often as teachers, we're used to having control and being in control in our classrooms. This gives us usually a sense of calm and helps us to succeed. In business, that control goes away. But what if I don't succeed is a question teachers ask us a lot about starting their business. And honestly, you might not. But if you're committed to becoming an entrepreneur and not just making a quick dollar, a different mindset is needed. You've got to start thinking in decades, not weeks or months. And once you do that, from there, the most important thing happens in terms of mindset. Your definition of succeed changes dramatically. The first step, really, if you're just starting, is to commit for 2 years. This eases the pressure of quick wins and quick gains, for which, when you're starting a business, there are few. But you also need measuring sticks. And to do this, you can do this in 12-month increments. If you're starting from scratch in 2025 as a teacher entrepreneur, here's a pretty solid 12-month plan with outcomes to follow to help you succeed. Let's get into it. Whether you're starting your business in a new year, January, February of a new year, or just starting anytime, the 4 quarters to growing a business is something I highly recommend as it helps you have realistic expectations for your first year in business and mitigate all those risks in your mind of what failure or success might look like. So this is what I recommend, what we recommend at Learn Your English. So in quarter 1, doing some testing, experimenting, and getting your very first clients in the first 3 months. In quarter 2, focusing on monetization. In quarter 3, solidifying your lead generation. And in quarter 4, adding systems, automation, and sanity. So the business doesn't run you, you run the business. Let's get into what each of these quarters looks like. So what I would recommend, or we recommend accomplishing in your first 90 days in business. What we recommend accomplishing in the first 90 days in business is getting your first 5 clients in that time, getting up and running. And within that, some objectives that you want to look at here is to define your North Star, clarify that long-term vision for the role your business will play over the next decade, not in the next 30 days, even just 1 year. Why are you starting a business? What is the bigger role, bigger purpose here? The second one is to identify the problem you solve for your clients. This is our take on niching down, not on the person itself, but on the problem that they have. Understand that. Why do they want it solved? Then once you have that, you can map your solution, a course or whatever offer you're going to design, and design the exact steps you'll use to deliver that transformation for your clients, independent of how you work with them. So don't think one-to-one or group. Think about what steps do they need to go through to achieve that transformation that they want. And then enroll 5 or more people to help you test it. This is your scientist mode, scientific experiment. Test your hypothesis, putting that hypothesis out into the world, put your offer into action, gather real world feedback. And you can accomplish this within the first 45 to 60 days. of being in business, which allows you to have three specific outcomes. The first one, getting proof of concept on an initial idea, making sure there's a real demand for your hypothesis, your idea, your course. Then you adopt that accelerate to fail mindset that we talk a lot about, using quick action oriented steps, to learn what works and eliminate, most importantly, what doesn't, and not prolonging an experience of thinking, will this work? Do people want this? And waiting months and years to find out right away. And then finally, the third outcome you accomplish in the quarter one of starting your business is that you prove to yourself that you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. This is the foundation that will drive you forward for years to come. Okay, Q2, what happens here? This is what we call moving from pilot to profit. And here we start monetization. So you switch from hourly rates to flat rate pricing, ensuring your income reflects the true value of your work. That's very important to move away from hourly rate pricing. Then you incorporate pilot feedback from those first 5 clients that you got, improve your offer, making it more valuable, better experience for clients, and of course, you can increase the price as well. Then you add testimonials from those pilot participants to build credibility and prove to the world that your method works, whatever that means in your context, and that people who join will have a successful experience. And here at the end of quarter 2, we always recommend building a light ecosystem, light landing pages, light email marketing to establish your digital presence, which is a concept that does take time to implement. Outcomes from your first 6 months then in business is now you create a polished, market-ready offer or course. The second one is you validate that people will not only sign up, which you did in Q1, but pay you, which you've now done in Q2, which is an important mental hurdle to get over. And finally, the third outcome here is that you gain confidence in the thing you sell. It's almost impossible, I'm sure you'll agree, to sell something if you don't believe in it. So at this point, you've gone through 2 iterations of this offer that you've created, one for a lower price, one for a higher price, and now you have confidence that people will buy it, and from their perspective, that they get the result they're looking for. Very important for future sales. Q3, months 6 to 9, or 7 to 9. What do we want to do here is really want to set the foundations for the big jump for your business, and that's solidifying lead generation, moving away from warm leads to warming colder leads. And the first thing that you want to accomplish here is solidify one traffic source to generate qualified leads, whether that's through social media, podcasts, referrals, walking down to your corner store to meet people, whatever it is, whatever is the most effective within your niche. Solidify one traffic source. Don't get distracted by trying to spray and pray on many, many different channels. Then you want to implement using that, one traffic source, implement the know, like, trust process to nurture those leads, ensuring that they see the value and build up enough trust to become a customer. Then you want to refine your sales skills to consistently and confidently onboard new clients without feeling pushy. Sales skills might be the most important skill in any business, and moving people who have never heard of you before through that know, like, trust process to become clients is something that you're going to want to refine here. And then, of course, you learn to navigate the hurdles of client acquisition. This won't be a smooth process. These are, always some burdens and some obstacles here to face, from overcoming objections to maintaining momentum when leads are not converting. This is where the business part of the business usually becomes a little bit difficult for many people, and it's a really good experience to learn how to handle that and how to overcome all of that and persevere as well. So Q3 outcomes that we recommend here in your first year in business is, number 1, establish the core principles and systems that will guide your business for the next decade. And number 2, really, as I said, face and overcome that first real obstacle as you step outside your immediate network and start trying to sell and bring on board people from social media leads or people that maybe don't know you as much. So this is a very important business skill, of course, as well. And then finally, the 4th step of your first year in business is Q4, where you want to add additional revenue streams without losing your North Star. So here you can raise prices to reflect your main revenue or long-term revenue goal, diversify revenue streams without creating new courses. Okay, so a lot of teachers that we work with or that we've met, talk to, after they sell a course successfully, say, oh, and I want to build another course and another course. Keep that North Star in mind. And in a lot of cases, probably building new products might not be the way to go, but you can diversify the one hero product that you have to allow for multiple revenue streams within your business. That's very important. And then finally, you want to set year 2 goals to position yourself as a recognized expert in your niche. You want to build more authority and visibility to take the business to the next level and really thrive in year 2. So Q4 outcomes here. You shift your focus to big picture monetization. You serve diverse clients within your niche, meaning you diversify that one hero offer to allow for different aspects of your niche to join your one offer in different capacities, allowing you to give or have multiple revenue streams with just one offer or one course. And again, more on the mindset side here. Number 3 is you prove to yourself, in this case, that you're not just a teacher, but a true entrepreneur, ready to start planning for the next 5 years of growth and success. If you're watching this and you've thought about starting your business, but you haven't started yet, now you have a plan. But here's the big takeaway from this video. You can't get to the 4th quarter if you don't start in the 1st quarter. And I'm recording this right now. We're in the early days of 2025, so you have lots of time to get your plan into motion. But of course, it doesn't have to work as a literal calendar. 4 quarters of a business can start anytime. So if you're watching this in, say, April, then your first 3 months are April, May, and June. That's your Q1. Tackle the 1st quarter objectives in the next 90 days and go from there. Start with the first step, get some momentum, and keep going. And even if you're a teacher and you're watching this and you already have an offer, a non-one-to-one offer that you sell, stop and reflect and create your 12-month outcomes and work backwards from there. So if you really want to do this, start now. This is your plan, and start changing that definition of succeed. You can do this. Does this kind of goal setting help you? Let me know below in the comments of the video. And then also let me know, what are your goals for this quarter? Whenever you're watching this video, for the next 90 days, the next 3 months, what are your goals? What are you striving to achieve? And maybe if you want support building those goals, or building your business, or getting started, or building your Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 of next year, we offer free support to all teachers as well. So there's a link below here in the video where you can book a free one-to-one call with me, with Mike or Leo, and we'll go over them live together and help you build your business moving forward. I hope this was helpful. Subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.